Happy Sunday, Rockhounds. Man, it's been a couple of weeks since I've been able to update my channel. Man, Missouri weather is just weird, and then I've got a lot of irons in the fire and some really cool stuff happening. So I'm gonna use this video just to kind of get you caught up on some of the things I've been doing, and also announce our cool news for those who've been kind of waiting for it. So just stick with me and join along as we check out some of the things I've been up to. Yeah, so basically, working on the azurite malachite mine, all the different things kind of going on. Just been a lot of stuff happening, a lot of things going on, beards growing, all those things. So went to dig at a couple different places over the wintertime. A few of them I did show, a few of them I didn't. And you definitely haven't seen kind of the cleaning and what's kind of produced from those. So here's what I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a couple of different places that I've got to dig at and some of the stuff that's came out of there, and recommend them to you because they are, here in Missouri, some really nice places. So here we go. All right, let's start with Hawks Bluff, which is a pay to dig place in Missouri down by the town of Tiff, old barite mine area. These are all pieces from there. It's a nice sunny day. These have been kind of rain washed and are kind of ready to go. So you can see here just some different pieces from there. Now that they're all nice and clean. These all came from the same spot, which is awesome because some of these are really nice, big points. Some are red and pink. Some are so iron stained like that dude, but I'm not gonna take the iron off that. Look how cool that looks. Just the nice play of colors on it makes it almost look like citrine. So cool. Another piece. Some of the pieces there have barite like this. Nice pocket of druze that it's just coating. Really cool. And then of course the prize from that day is this piece here. This was the biggest one I found. Sprayed down, it looks really good because these little hematite bubbles kind of pop. Super cool. Lots of goodies that came from this spot. Here's another piece here. Nice big druze bubble. It's hanging out in the garden right next to the blooming plants. So that's all the different things from Hawks Bluff. Really nice place. Definitely look them up on Facebook. You'll find them under something like Hawks Bluff Farm and Rocks. Really cool. So go check them out. Now, next we have some of my own finds from a pocket that I was able to go to down by Ellington, Missouri. This is one of my little honey holes, but really cool place where, like, this is just a big plate of micro druzy. Came out of a wall there. Same for this. Same for that. And then this is from my honey hole where I've been able to find these kind of light colored root beer crystals since last summer. This is a piece. That's a piece. A little more iron coated, that guy, but still nice. So Ellington, Missouri, never know what you might find out there. It's a pretty cool area for rocks. Some of them are really nice. Then we're gonna move over to Bluff View. So Bluff View was really nice to me. Was able to find this nice druzy, just pillar of bubble. I mean, just so cool. But also, what it's becoming famous for is we have here some turtleback barite on top of this micro kind of brown gray druze color. There's even a piece of calcite in there. This piece is one of the only ones I got that doesn't have galena actually in it like this piece does. So this piece is from there, turtleback barite. And then over here and up here, some nice galena that came out of the mine from there. This is double-sided. It's pretty awesome. That piece came from there. That was from the upper part. Again, just a really nice, really nice piece. And then again, it just keeps going. Some of these pieces are from there. This piece with these huge crystals on it. I mean, those are gigantic crystals. also from Hawks, or from Bluff View. Another piece from Bluff View. So you can see there's a lot of variety there. But ultimately, I think my favorite piece that I was able to break apart was this one. And look at these dogtooth calcite down in there. It's fragile. They're barely hanging on in there. Like this big one right here is just barely in there. So I'm not going to mess with it much more. But this was inside of a rock that kind of had a tube of druzy, and I broke it open and was able to see that. So really cool. Here's another piece from there. You can see the barite, you can see the druze underneath, and then right in here is some more galena. And so all those are from there. Really nice place. I'm ready to go back there hopefully this Friday. And people have been pulling out some big calcites from there, so I'm hoping that's going to be something that I'm able to do, is also get that. Oh, here's another piece from Ellington, another big plate. Yeah, most of this right here is stuff that came from Bluff View. So again, Bluff View rocks, you can find them on Facebook. Here's another piece with some galena and turtleback barite. Awesome place. Definitely check it out. All right. Oh, and then this is also from Ellington. This came from a rock wall, but look at the like stalactite formations and stuff that's there. Lace agate that's in there. Super cool stuff from that location. This is one of my rocks. All right, now that's it from there. This piece here, also from Hawks Bluff, really cool. All the bubbles of the marcasite or hematite that's on there, it needs to hit the iron out to take away some of the rust that's on there, but we'll get to that. Get that done. So, all right, this piece here. This is from a spot in Potosi that's called Twin Lake Resort. It's a campground, but if you go there and you pay $10, they will let you go and do some digging for yourself. I have a whole couple of buckets worth of that from there, and again, it was only $10 to go there and find amazing druze like this, and it was just in pockets all over the place in one of the valleys that's there. So for $10, collect all that you can find and keep. Really cool. Now, I'll show you some of those here in a bit. They're inside the garage. But here, let's go to another place. So, this is from a private location that I'm not going to disclose. You need to be part of the group to know it. And these came from a new barite spot down by Potosi as well, in Missouri. And just look at these barite blades covered in the turtleback barite. These I think these have been lovingly called barite hand grenades, which are pretty cool. Huge piece of druze that came out of there, just a nice big bubble. That guy, this nice plate of crystals came from there. Another little kind of hand grenade looking shape. But then look at this guy. Look at all that. That is just blades and blades of barite, and it's just amazing. Such a cool piece. Got some damage right here, but the rest of it is almost perfect. So I'm not going to complain. And of course, just other pieces from there. Nice druze coated in the barite as well. Missouri stuff, man. Lots of goodies. All right. And last but certainly not least is we were able to take my church, Genesis Church in Eureka, to Haunted Ridge, and here are some of the things I was able to get from there that day. I feel like my day was pretty good. You see this really dark root beer crystals from there. Here's some with this bladed pseudomorphed marcasite. Another piece here, just huge points. I mean, just focus. There we go. Get those big points on that. Oh yeah, this one is from Ellington as well. Really cool. But yeah, I feel like Haunted Ridge this time was really good for these little bubbles. Found a ton of these bubbles in one of the little honey holes there where you're finding the root beer quartz like this. We got a lot out. I was able to give away most of the ones I found, and then keep a few, and I came home with a ton, even by giving a bunch away. Here's one. Here's one. Then we had a couple heartbreakers. This one pulled out in the same pocket. Obviously you can tell there's crystals in there, but unfortunately it's just so coated in the iron. That is the best it's gonna look. So that's gonna end up a yard rock of some sort. This one ended up being really big. Big bubble all the way around. That one as well, with a couple of nodules that were nearby. But you can see how big that was. Unfortunately, the stuff in between those is not gonna come out. This piece, same thing. This piece, some smaller pieces that were there, more of the sugar quartz variety. Then the big daddy was this guy that came out of that pocket. Just turn that around a little bit in the sun. There we go. Look at this bubble. Look at this bubble. Isn't that cool? So huge, so big. Got a little damage right here, but not awful. A little bit right there. But I mean, the rest of it is just gorgeous. So good. That one's huge. The best plate of the day without damage is going to be this guy. This guy is just beautiful. It's perfect. Super clean. A little bit of an edge there. I may end up cutting it. I may end up leaving it. It actually looked kind of cool, just kind of as is. So another good one, but kind of a heartbreaker as well, because again, all that fill in there is stuck. It's not coming out. So really good. So over the last 2 months, this, among a few other things, is my rock hounding efforts. I feel like I've done pretty good, if I have to say so myself. And then last but not least, if you have the privilege of going to Bluff View, you might run across just a home plate size big old thing of druzy, which I found in one of the haulers there. Super cool, super pretty. And the owner is actually nice enough, when I found it, since we were some of the first to go out there, he actually just let me take it home for free. So thank you to those guys. Such a good place. All right, let's go inside and we'll see what I have in my buckets as well, and see what that also produced. All right, well, we're in my gross garage. We're cleaning it out this summer. It's got all kinds of stuff in it that we've just been trying to get rid of, and some things we inherited from Amanda's late mother and some different things like that. So it just is what it is. But it is had a lot of my rock hounding stuff from this spring, so let me show you some of it. All right, so first of all, we have a whole bunch of stuff that we got from Pea Ridge for our trip out there. Lots of rhyolite with hematite all over it. Some of it's really cool looking. A lot of it just needs washed to really reveal it, but you can see the glimmer of the stuff that's there. Lots of rhyolite, lots of hematite, lots of actinolite, which is this stuff. You can see it flashing in the camera light. It's kind of a dark green color. From what I've seen on Mindat, you could call that Missouri jade and probably get away with it, because I believe it's the same material that nephrite jade is made from. But then here's some more stuff that I got from Twin Lake down in Potosi. Again, $10 to go out and look, and you can just see all the stuff I got. I mean, there's a really good variety of different types of crystals here. I mean, smaller plates that are dark, other plates which are bubbly and light, some that look like a lot like Haunted Ridge type material, and I mean, just a huge variety of stuff. And again, I paid $10 for this. Went there, found it, paid $10, took as much home as I wanted, and me and my son had a good day just hunting and looking. So it was good. But then, I mean, I have more under here. You can see some. I'm not going to do all of it just because it's kind of all the same type stuff. But I mean, tons of material, tons of crystals. All came out kind of from the same pocket, same spot on the property. I'm not going to tell you where, because that's half the fun. You can go find it for yourself. It won't be hard to find as long as you sell the property. But I mean, just look at that. super pretty. All right, so that's the stuff from Twin Lake down in Potosi. Now over to the Rockhounding area, we have some more stuff from there. This is going to be pyrite and hematite pieces from Pea Ridge. Hopefully you see the shiny, the really bright colors. Some are more golden in the light than others, showing you the pyrite, but that is definitely pyrite in there. Lots of good pieces there. Some more pieces in here from there. Some of this is just junk rock, but then some of these pieces are just pure pieces of hematite like this. So the trip out to Pea Ridge was very successful and very good as well for bringing home some super shiny hematite pieces from their mine. Again, Pea Ridge is a private location. You cannot go there without an invite, so don't even try. And then other rockhounding stuff here. But let's go and look at the last thing real quick and update you on what's been going on. All right, now last but not least, an update. So a couple of videos ago, you know, I was talking about opening up a copper mine in south of St. Louis. And great news on that is that it is scheduled to open, which is awesome. So what you need to do is go on Facebook. You can actually even type in a link. It would be facebook.com/coppervm. You can search for that and it'll pull it right up. Copper Valley Mine is the name of it. Right now the schedule is to have a soft open to some folks in June, just to kind of get a test and to see how well it goes, and then from there will be more dates open to the public. So excited. The place is amazing. I was able to have Jeff Hunting Rocks out there. He was out there being a great hunting guide, helping you find things that's there. So you can go check out his YouTube video. I'll link it down below. And then Dustin Finds Rocks as well was there. Dustin Allman, who is also going to be putting out a video here in the next week or two of his finds from there. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised by what we're able to find here in Missouri. I've seen a lot of comments from folks saying, I didn't even know you could find this stuff here. Yeah, nobody knows you could find this stuff here. Most people think for any kind of specimen like this from a copper mine, you've got to go out west, you know, New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, that type of thing. No, here in hometown Missouri, maybe it's less than an hour from Haunted Ridge and these other cool crystal mines. We're going to have, so far as I know or understand, the only azurite, malachite, chrysocolla mine anywhere in the Midwest. And so this is going to be the home for finding amazing green and blue materials, and then some other things that you just wouldn't even imagine there. So what all have we been finding? Well, let's show you. All right, so I'm filming this kind of on an angle just to be able to keep the sun on it so you can really see. But first of all, we have dogtooth calcite there. This is all one big plate of calcite, but then you can see, look at the little dogtooth just growing off of it. So those are tiny. Those are kind of a bad example. How about this guy? He's a good example, but how about this guy? This came out natural. This is what it looked like when it came out of the ground. Look how clear that is. It still needs cleaned. I'm going to try to power wash it eventually and get it all nice and cleaned up, but fully intact, perfect dogtooth calcite that is just almost just clear as day. Let's see. Get the sun shining through it. Yeah, look at that. Look how clear that is. So, and then here's some more pieces. Tiny double tipped. This is just a plate of it. You can just see how crystal clear that is. You can see the house behind us. And then there's more. Here's a few more of those. So, lots of dogtooth calcite and other chunks of calcite that we're able to find out there. Here's another one, in fact, that I'll show you before we go on to the next one, which is just a chunk of calcite that has gotten coated with a little bit of chrysocolla, maybe even right there a little chunk of azurite crystal. And yeah, so just a nice, pretty calcite specimen. Now, moving on. Hopefully you can see these really well. I'm gonna try to get the camera right. But This is malachite. You can tell because when you move it in the sunlight, it glistens like crystal shaped wood. But then here at the top, hopefully you can see that in the sun, there's blue right here. That's your azurite. And then even in here, there's probably some pyrite because it's got a nice rainbow here in the middle, kind of like peacock ore. So this piece is an example of what we're finding. I'll try to get it right in the area. So you can kind of see all the different stuff that's here. And I just have a whole line of them, so I'll just take you slowly through them. You can see some petroidal action going on these. These are probably just chrysocolla, but still, it's pretty, it's beautiful. Get a little zoom in that. This piece here, it has some crystals in there. You may be able to see them flash in the sun if I get the camera just right. I can't tell, it's so bright on my end, but you can see the blue, you can see the green, you can see some iron staining. It's just got a lot going on in this piece as well. There's azurite crystals in there. I think there's a little calcite in there as well. I think there's a whole lot happening in that piece. But then keep going, you can see all the petroidal pieces happening. So these are just giant chunks of stuff. This piece here, man, I wish you could see it in person, but it's just crazy. Dark blue, bright green, pink, all kinds of weird colors in there. I think there's some crystals in there as well that I'm not even sure what they are. They're kind of brownish color, kind of red. No idea. Super cool piece. This piece here is probably the best flash of malachite. Let me get it just right in the camera. There we go. Best flash of that malachite crystal that I was able to find. And you can really see it glimmer. But yeah, just tons of these. Tons and tons and tons of these that we were pulling out of there. And these are just surface finds. These are not digging at all. These are just pieces that we just found right on the surface. This piece has a chalcopyrite right up here. See if I can get it. There it goes. So pyrite pieces in there. Those are gonna look really cool once they've been put in iron out. Then there's pieces like this. Get out of the shit. Get out of there. There we go. Botryoidal hematite with malachite and chrysocolla around it. There's even some flashes of rainbow in there. This piece, which is going to go in iron out today, I don't know what this is going to turn out to be, but it's got a weird botryoidal hematite piece or something. I don't know. It's pretty heavy, but it's just covered in these little balls. So I'm ready to throw that in iron out and get the rust off and see what it actually looks like. This piece coated in chrysocolla, and all in there is just little pieces of pyrite, so it kind of glitters like starlight whenever it's there. But then again, botryoidal, tons of botryoidal action going on. I think those will make cool cabs. Not sure what all you'd be able to do with that. And then from the very first find we went out, you can just see the color that ends up having. I don't know what's in that. I may even break this one open at some point just to see what else is in there. But there's malachite, there's chrysocolla, there's a whole lot going on in this one piece. But look how bright blue that chrysocolla is. It looks like turquoise almost, but it's even got a little vug. Who knows what's in there. So yeah, that's what's going on. It's just a kind of an update video, kind of describing some of the things that's happening, some things that we're doing. Again, you got to go on Facebook. You got to go follow Copper VM, Copper Valley Mine, and just be ready to come out and hunt. It's coming. People are wondering when it's opening. The best I have to tell you for right now is just keep following, keep watching. I'll have that news as soon as I'm able to get it from the landowners. And man, that place is going to be amazing. It's going to be incredible, the amount of material that's going to come out of there. Like, I have surface collections here. Like, look, these are just from the surface. Like, that's it, just surface stuff. This is not digging, this is not sifting, this is not washing on site. This is just stuff that we saw out on the floor, out on the ground, and just said, hey, look, kind of cool, let's take it with us. Imagine what you'll be able to find, spending a little time and effort, a little bit of elbow grease, and maybe even a little water. It's gonna be incredible. So, Copper Valley Mine, Copper VM on Facebook. Go check us out. follow the page and get ready to come find some azurite and malachite. It's going to be amazing. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the video, and there'll definitely be more Copper Valley Mine material on my Facebook whenever we have it. Definitely document the first couple of digs, maybe even some cooler stuff that's come out of there, so stay tuned.